Alrighty, here we are again with the Honda CBR500r, and today is my last day. I'm down to 1 bar of fuel, and because I'm such a cheapskate, I am just gonna live with it. Maybe I'll put on 50 bucks. 50 lang, please.
50 pesos.
So, it's time to drop some mangoes. And to start, we will go with number 1, styling. Now, for the styling of the Honda CBR500r, I've decided to rate it by writing its pros and cons. What I like about it and what I don't like about it. What I like about it is, one, they've nailed the sport bike look. It looks very sweet, sexy for a sport bike. It's got that sharp nose. I like the lines. The way it looks in general is very nice, very sport bike. And I'm not the sport bike kind, but the look is sinking in. The second thing I like about it is that it's a head turner. Yeah, you want it to have boom. This one's got the boom, yo. When I'm riding in the city, a lot of people are always asking, like, what bike is that? Or they come forward and they ask and they say, ang ganda ng motor niyo, ma'am. Sir, ma'am, sir. Yeah, in the Philippines, if you're not sure of someone's gender because they're wearing a helmet, you just say, ma'am, sir. During the time that I've ridden the Honda CBR500r, a lot of people have asked me questions about the bike. A lot of people have come forward to just look at it. That must say something about the styling. It's got boom factor. Third thing, I do like the carbon fiber parts. The fake carbon fiber parts. I don't know, they agree with me. So generally, what I like the look. But here's what I don't like. One, I don't like that it looks very CBR. That shouldn't be a bad thing, that it looks very CBR. Should be a good thing, except that you get asked on the road, like, ilang cc yan? People keep questioning if you are a big bike or not. People are questioning if you are a 500 or not. I don't know, maybe the bulge isn't big enough. Dude, your bulge isn't big enough. I got asked if it's a 200. I got asked if it's a 150. Never have I been stopped on the expressway so many times and asked, ilang cc yan? 500. 500. Says something. Wow, look at your Suzuki Alto. It's got like a toy key. That's so cute. That is so adorbs. That was a little bit annoying. And then I did see a CBR. I think it was a 150. And yeah, it looks very CBR. You get my drift? You get what I'm trying to say here? So basically, you kind of want a motorcycle to look a little bit more manly and beefy. Because of all of that, my good points and bad points, I give the Honda CBR500r a total mango rating of 3.5 mangoes. Woohoo! Accident up ahead. Some cars stalled. Moving on to my second criteria, which is features. As mentioned before, the features are no frills, no thrills. And yay, they've asphalted the road! Features are no frills, no thrills, meaning what you see is what you get. It's got everything you need for sure. It's got the fuel gauge, the speedo, the tacho. Not the taco, the tachometer. Actually, features-wise, this has more than the average bear. But you're expecting the Honda 500R not to be an average bear. Okay, in fairness, it's got a couple of other bells and whistles. Have the fuel gauge, the fuel consumption, ABS. Do I stress the importance of ABS? It's got a frickin' hazard light. A clock. HISS. HISS. These are the features you need, and I'm serious, these are all the features you will need on an everyday riding thing. Because it's got everything you need, I give the Honda CBR500R a no thrills rating. 3 mangoes. Kaboom! Comfort and ergonomics. Yes. When it comes to comfort, like I said, I'm not feeling any pain in my wrists. It's pretty good. The heat comes up at like 25 to 30 minutes. That's pretty good too, because that's all I do is I go to work and it takes me what? 25 to 30 minutes. So before I start feeling the heat, I'm at work. Kaboom! It's upright-ish, but not-ish. It can be aggressive if you just lean forward. But when I've taken this out of the city, the long ride probably took like an hour worth of riding. So an hour worth of riding was very comfortable for me. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Bench active. Whoa, billboard. Show that cleave. Bench here in the Philippines is like our Victoria's Secret. I'm figuring, you know, comfort has a lot to do also with the frame of the person. So anyway, I'm 5'2", and I'm 105 pounds. Yeah, I've gained weight. And 5'2", you can reach the ground. The seat height being low and the weight of the motorcycle being low. Yesterday somebody tried it out. They just mounted the bike and they were like, wow, it's an option for him. For the Filipino market, comfort and ergonomics of the Honda CBR500R. If you are 5'2", 5'1", 5'3", this motorcycle should be sweet. Simply because you will have confidence. Lane splitting. You will not have painful wrists. It's not back braking. And the vibration, because you're not leaned so forward, is not really on your crotch. Therefore, it is not rubbing me the right way for a vibrator. But for a motorcycle, perfect stuff. Next, we move on to handling. Did you just see that? Did you just see how easy that was to cut in between? In my other videos, you'll see me riding it through like a shitload of traffic and the chaos of Metro Manila. And I did perfectly fine. Oh, look! The fuel bar! I need to get some gas. In the city, lane splitting. Handling wise, very good. On the expressway, when you're going at faster speeds, it ain't so bad. It does pretty well. It doesn't vibrate a lot. It's just a normal kind of vibration actually. And then when you do turns, there, on the long turns, she really wants to dip down, which makes it really cool. Like, wow, it feels good. And there, handling in the city, again, I will say pleasantly surprised. I actually enjoyed the motorcycle handling in the city. For handling of the CBR500R, you get a great rating of 4 mangoes. Serious. People are like, wow, 4 mangoes, isn't that a lot? No, man. 4 mangoes for handling of a sport bike in the city, crossed over to riding elsewhere. I'm serious. 4 sweet mangoes. She veers easily in traffic. I mean, come on. What more can you ask for from a sport bike? I'm just gonna grab some breakfast KFC. Be back. Peace out. In terms of performance, you have to know what to expect. This Honda CBR500r is more of a nice bike. When I say nice bike, it doesn't jerk you off. If you don't like that spike, that kick, that just feels like it's throwing you off the bike, perfect. I think it's great for beginners. It's also great for beginners who want speed. Top speed, as noted on one of the videos that was shot in Mexico. And that was full throttle. That's another thing I want to say. In terms of performance, I have never... Usually with other motorcycles, you can't full throttle it. Like when you hit the end of it, you feel like it's the end of the throttle without like probably falling off. But this one, how nice it is sometimes you're already full throttle and you don't feel that whiplash, you know, that like all of a sudden you're like whoa, I'll be left behind by my motorcycle. No. So it's a chill bike. It's got speed. I think it has enough power to haul its own ass. That's basically what you have to expect from the performance of the CBR500r. So to those people looking to get it, it's fun. If you really want a sport bike that can double up in the city, I would really recommend the CBR500r. If you're using it for your daily commute, why not? So in terms of performance, I give the Honda CBR500r 3.5 mangoes. Booyah! Lastly, would I buy this motorcycle? The answer is yeah, maybe. One, it's 379,000 pesos. That makes you think. The price makes you think, but another thing that makes you think is that name over there, Honda. When I think of Honda, and I have tried many Hondas, 1984 Hondas, you know, Hondas that have lasted time. With the name Honda, for me, reliability comes to mind. And true enough, like for a motorcycle that I've tried, this felt really solid. It does not feel like a cheap bike at all. What also comes to mind when you see the Honda brand is, you know, reliability, the build quality of a Japanese bike. Maintenance should be easy too. Would I buy this motorcycle? Maybe. Why do I say maybe? I say maybe because I would buy this if I wanted a chill sport bike. If I wanted a sport bike that could double up and cross over to city riding. But for my city bikes, I already have something in my garage. Maybe if I didn't have my city riding bikes, then I would get the Honda CBR500r. And if I'm looking for a sport bike, I'm looking for something a little bit more aggressive. Because I like aggressive. That's more my personality. Who would buy this motorcycle? If you wanted a sport bike that would cross over as a daily commute and a city bike. Something that you could take out of the highway and you can keep up with the big boys traveling at like 180 or whatever kilometers per hour. If you do that regularly, this is a bike for you. Even if you don't do it regularly, even if you just take it out in the city, this would still be the bike for you. I give the Honda CBR500r a total mango rating of, adding it up in my head while riding, 3.5 mangoes. Yay! Approaching my favorite turns. Peace out. Let's show you how it turns. Whoa! Nice! Very nice! Next turn. Next turn, knee down, knee down. Kiss the side mirror.